I was talking about grinding in the prison house, and so I will just make a further discussion on that, at least to elucidate my point and encourage us on what we need to do in order not to remain in the prison house and to be grinding for the enemy in the prison house. So, what does it really mean to grind in the prison house? One, it is the act of working hard and relentlessly toward a goal, working strenuously hard toward a particular goal, which is what I could call repetitive labor or monotonous labor. Repetitive labor, monotonous labor are instances of grinding in the prison house. By simple terms, it means struggling without an end, like what could be called mathematically as recurring decimals. And there are many persons who are in this state of grinding in the prison house. Okay, most times it is pictured as frustration. Whenever someone is grinding in a prison house, it's a picture of frustration. Samson was frustrated. He began to grind for the enemy in the prison house. So grinding in the prison house is a sign of frustration. Number two, it simplifies, typified exhaustion. Exhaustion. Those who grind in the prison house are actually easily exhausted out of life. Number three, it's also a sign of resignation. Grinding in the prison house means that such a person have resigned from what ought to be to live in accordance to what is planned for him. Okay, which for me it is not a good thing to grind in the prison house. Remember where I said it means repetitive labor or monotonous labor. It's a sign of frustration, it's a sign of exhaustion, it's a sign of resignation, mostly when it is endless. Mostly when it is endless. Okay. Now, the phrase, what does the phrase prison house means? Is a sign of limitation. Prison house means limitation. Prison house means restriction. You know, in the prison house, you are restricted from your movement. Sometimes, or most times, your mentality also becomes restricted or limited. Then it also means visionless. Those who are in the prison rarely have visions. So prison house signifies visionlessness. It signifies limitations. It signifies restrictions and incapacitations. Those who are incapacitated live in the prison house. They live in the prison house. So when Samson was grinding in the prison house, all his toils, all his efforts are just exercises in futilities. He was toiling, he was having efforts, he was making efforts, but it was an exercise in futility. Okay, so it's not actually advisable for someone to be found in a prison house. Remember, I pointed earlier that what can take someone to the prison or can keep someone in the prison house is when the eyes were put out, which means the person no longer has vision. The person no longer has vision. Okay, so let me think about this for a while, and then grinding in the prison house is, for me, typical of slavery. It's typical of slavery. Two, only those who have no eyes can grind in the prison house, which means they no longer have vision. Three, the ignorant grind in the prison house. Those who are ignorant of what life is, of what their purposes in life are, those who don't know where they're going to, okay, they become ignorant. Such persons grind in the prison house. Those who are mentally shaved or mentally derailed can grind in the prison house. Three, those who are handicapped can grind in the prison house. So don't let life handicap you. Don't be ignorant of how to make it out of life, or else you remain in the prison house. Okay. Let me give instances of those who were in the prison house. For example, if you read Song of Solomon chapter 1 verse 6, it says, they made me keeper of the vine, yet my own vine I have not kept. That's a prison house man. You keep someone else's vine, yet your own vine you have not kept. Number two, Genesis 3:23. Toiling or tilling the ground is not God's plan. God said, keep the garden, dress it. But when man fell, he began to till the ground. Tilling the ground is an example of grinding in the prison house. We ought to be keepers of the garden, not tillers of ground. Matthew chapter 11 verse 17, he said, we have piped for them, but they have not danced. Piping and no one is dancing means that you are in the prison house. Finally, in Genesis chapter 26 verse 18, Isaac was busy digging wells. He was digging wells and someone else was closing it. When your efforts are wasted, you are grinding in the prison house. But I pray that the Lord will deliver you from the prison house experience and set you free. And today, live a life beyond the prison. God bless you.